Listen, you are correct. You are really right. I mean, in today's conversation, that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about PenFed credit card soft pull and the high limit. In other words, you're not risking a hard pull here. You're having a soft pull, but you are getting a high limit. So I want you to watch right now what successful cardholders are doing to always get crazy high limits, no matter what. Don't you go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation. I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweaty Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka. Now let's roll. In today's conversation, we want to speak about PenFed credit card with a soft pull and high limit. How do you get a high limit with a soft pull? This is a double winner, right? You're getting a high limit and you're getting a soft pull. Not a hard pull, a soft pull. First thing first, it's very important to understand that if you have a recent account, you do not want to apply. If you are a new member in PenFed, like you've been around for 3 months, 90 days, people talk about the 91-3 rule with NFCU. PenFed doesn't have that anyway. Okay, and if you are recent, you just want to wait, be patient, hold your horses, look around, trying to beef up your relationship with PenFed. Try to avoid any overdrafts, any NSFs, anything derogatory on your account. You want to avoid it. Have a clean record, boss. Have a clean record. Don't try to accelerate the system. No. So recent accounts, you just have to wait. If you have new credit, wait. Do not try to have a soft pull. You're not gonna get it. You're not going to get it. It's not gonna happen. Okay. And the thing here is that trying to limit the number of accounts you have with PenFed or other institutions. Very important. I mean, everybody talks about, when we speak about FICO, you got to have a diverse catalog of a credit accounts. Yes. I mean, having many trade lines is important, but don't have like gazillions of them. I mean, 3 or 4 is kind of cool. If you have 3 or 4 trade lines, that's kind of cool. And based on our analysis and based on our experience of dealing with PenFed for the last 30 plus years, if you have a maximum of 5 trade lines, this is really good. Okay, because above that, you are going to have a negative impact to your credit score and into your PenFed next gen internal score. Okay, so those are really important to think about. So if you have recent accounts, do not do anything. So successful cardholders, they wait. If they recently joined the PenFed family, they just wait 3 to 6 months. Don't you try to accelerate the system unless, and this is a big unless, you have a high FICO score. If you are in the 750 to 800, if you're in the 800 club, then be my guest. Okay, money. You are a recent PenFed customer or PenFed member. Are you working on your banking relationship with PenFed? Are you putting a lot of your cash with PenFed? Or are you just trying to be stingy and not give them a lot of cash and you want to have a high limit PenFed credit card with a soft pull? The second thing is, if you are trying to trigger a soft pull offer, a pre-qualification offer from PenFed, you really want to think about the card count, the number of cards that you have with PenFed. Very important. Keep your current PenFed card count to less than 2, maximum 2. Okay, if you have more than 2 credit cards with PenFed, it will be really hard for you to get a PenFed pre-qualification with a soft pull. The thing is that when PenFed already has 4 cards, right? I mean, they have 4 cards. So if you have 3 cards, you already have 75% of the cards they have. You represent a higher risk for them. That's how they look at you. They look at your ass as a risky ass. That's all it is. They're not looking at you as a member anymore. They're thinking, hey, listen, what if this individual were to default? What will happen? So this is why you want to maintain your card count at two solid ones. Okay, so when we talk about the PenFed credit cards, we have four, as I said. So you have the Gold Visa. This is great if you are looking for a low APR card. Okay, this card comes with a $100 bonus statement credit when you spend $1,500 in the first 90 days. The APR on this card oscillates from 7.49% to 17.99%. Then we have the Power Cash Rewards Visa Signature Card. This is a card that actually gives you a cash back on a lot of things. You have 2% cash back on all purchases if you are a PenFed Honors Advantage member. And if you're not, you have 1.5% cash back. The card also comes with the $100 bonus statement credit when you spend $1,500 in the first 90 days. Okay, the APR on this card oscillates from 14.99% to 17.99%. And the card also has a 0% promo APR. All cards have that, but the Gold Visa has a 0% APR, promo APR on balance transfers for 15 months from now until from when you get accepted. Okay, and the Power Cash Rewards Visa Signature gives you a 0% promo APR on balance transfers for 12 months. And then you have the Platinum Rewards Visa Signature. This is a card that's really great. You have 5x points on gas paid at the pump and EV charging station. You have 3x points at the supermarket, including most Targets and Walmart locations. You have 1x points on all other purchases, and you have a 15,000 bonus points when you spend $1,500 in the first 90 days. And this card has an APR that goes from 13.49% to 17.99%. And you have a 0% promo APR on balance transfers for the first 12 months. And then you have the PenFed Pathfinder Rewards Visa Signature Card. This card has a $50,000 bonus points when you spend $3,000 in the first 90 days. Okay, and the card has 4x points on all travel categories and 3x points on all travel categories if you're not a PenFed Honors Advantage member. And you have 1.5x points on all other purchases. This is the highest tier in PenFed's credit cards, and it has an annual fee of $95, and the APR ranges from 14.99% to 17.99%. Let us talk about the third thing you can do if you are trying to get a soft pull. In other words, you are trying to get a pre-qualification offer, pre-qualification credit card offer from PenFed. And this is something we have said before, but we will continue to actually repeat it, to reiterate it. It's important to think about your relationship with the institution. PenFed wants to make sure that you are one of theirs, quote unquote. Okay, and so how can you be one of theirs if you don't park some of your cash with them? What's up with that? You are trying to get a high limit credit card from PenFed, but you are not willing to reciprocate. Get your stingy ass out of here, man. If you are in that category, sis, are you in that category? Bro, are you in that category? Son, are you in that boy, are you in that category? Because the thing is, in this life, it's about give and take. It's about reaction. You are trying to get a high limit credit card from PenFed. Okay, you want to park a lot of your cash with them too. Okay, so they have a lot of checking accounts, but most importantly, you want to go with the Access America checking accounts. This is the account that makes you a PenFed Honors Advantage member, which you want to be anyway. If you want to have a PenFed credit card and really enjoy it, okay. In terms of savings, they have a premium online savings. They have regular savings. They have money market savings. They have a constellation of savings accounts. So you want to pick the one that really, it doesn't really matter which one you pick. The differences are around the yield they pay you, the interest they pay you, and also some of the bonuses that come with the savings account, but nothing really significant here. They also have certificates. So they have money market certificates. They have Coverdell education certificates. So, and they also have IRAs. So what I'm trying to say here is that you need to take care of your retirement. They have IRA certificate, IRA Premier. They have IRA savings accounts. So the whole 9 yards. So money. Boss, where are you parking your cash at? Where are you parking your income at? Talk to me about that. It better be a PenFed, or at least part of it should be a PenFed, because otherwise, listen, your chances of getting a high limit credit card from PenFed with a pre-qualification offer, those chances are really, really, really slim. Really slim. And I'm being very, very nice here. Let's talk about your FICO score. So, if you are trying to get a pre-qualification PenFed credit card with a soft pull offer, or the soft pull requirements, make sure that you keep your FICO score as high as possible. The thing is that, PenFed has not communicated actually a FICO score, I would say threshold or minimum, whatever you want to call it, but we have been with this institution for a long time, long time. What we've seen is that 600 seems to be a good mark, a good starting point, 600. Okay, so everybody understands that when you have excellent credit, this can save you thousands of dollars, right? It's the same thing with PenFed. So it's important to improve your FICO score, and by doing that, you are automatically and by default improving your PenFed Next Gen internal score. Because your PenFed Next Gen internal score is kind of similar to the Navy Fed internal score that they keep. And people talk about, well, these things are one-time things, and I just laugh my I just laugh my ass off. Like, seriously. I mean, when anybody talks about the Navy Fed internal score is a one-time thing, the PenFed Next Gen internal score is a one-time thing, I just laugh my ass. Our whole team just laughed. They just laughed their asses off. It's crazy, because those neophyte, rookie, inexperienced minds, they have no idea what they're talking about. They have no idea. Okay, so if you want to improve your credit score, your FICO score, check your credit reports for accuracy. Make sure you always pay your credit accounts on time. Lower your credit utilization. Okay, credit card. What are you doing in terms of do you have accounts that have been sent to collection? If yes, boss, what are you doing about them? Talk to me. Are you optimizing your account age, credit mix, and credit inquiries? Are you reducing the amount of inquiries that you have? Those are really important elements. Okay, so please work on your FICO score and make sure that you are bringing it up. And the thing is, I'm not asking you to bring up your FICO score like in a very inactive way. No, I want you to be proactive. Okay, proactive. In other words, you decide to say, yes, listen, I want this FICO score to go up, and this is what I'm going to do. These are the steps I'm going to follow. It has to be proactive from you. If you want to trigger a PenFed credit card pre-qualification offer with a soft pull and a high limit, you got to pay attention to your payment history. Your payment history must be stellar. Okay, and we are now thinking about our beloved viewer from Rhode Island, Sarah McLausey. Hope I'm not pronouncing your name improperly. So it's Sarah McLausey. Okay, sorry about So Sarah, you asked a very good question. By the way, we say shout out to all our Rhode Island viewers and listeners. Fantastic to have you. Y'all stay blessed out there. What I want to say here is that your payment history plays an important role. You got to maintain a stellar record of payments, not only in terms of your PenFed credit cards, but also all your credit accounts, your trade lines across the board. So Sarah, one thing you want to do is, I understand that you have a problem right now in terms of your payment history. You probably did certain things that were not appropriate in the past. Stuff happens, okay? Been there, done that. I mean, I've been there maybe 30 years ago, but the thing here is that you just have to take actions. You need to take specific actions to remedy whatever was actually whatever you did in the first place. See, when we speak about payment history, we are speaking about making sure that you are current on all your accounts when it comes to your history, credit cards, retail accounts, because a lot of folks believe that when we speak about payment history, you only have to be current on your credit cards. No, retail accounts are really important. In other words, credit from stores where you shop, like department store credit cards, installment loans. So installment loans, loans where you make regular payments, like car loans, for instance, finance company accounts, mortgage loans. Okay, and it's important to understand that if you are trying to increase your FICO score, if you are trying to improve your payment history, always pay your bills on time, and you want to stay current on missed payments, and you want to contact creditors if you have any problem. You can actually reach out to them to get some help. It's really important. So big decision time, boss. Big decision time. Are you current on all of your payments? In other words, do you have a stellar history of payments, or do you have like some kind of tainted? Do you have a tainted payment history? Those are really important things to take into account. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation about the PenFed credit card soft pull high limits. How do you get pre-qualified for a soft pull? Okay, and you need to have a low CUR. You got to have a low credit utilization ratio. Otherwise, you're not going to get the PenFed pre-qual offer. No, not at all. So utilization is really important, and it has many implications, really. Utilization is not just about hey, listen, I'm having a financial blast, like I'm doing well, so I'm paying my bills. No, utilization also talks about, actually alludes to your financial responsibility, your ability to manage money. In other words, the credit card issuer gave you 10 grand, and you decide to say, listen, I'm only going to use $2,000 out of that $10,000. That's financial responsibility. Okay, so this is really great, and your CUR, you really want to make sure that you are around 30% or less. Okay, and pay down your balance early. Some people don't need to carry balances. Why do you think you need to carry a balance on your credit card? You don't need to. Okay, decrease your spending. This is very important. So money. What are you doing to increase your revenue, and decrease your spending, and decrease your outstanding balances? Are you living within your means? Okay, and so pay off your credit card balances with a personal loan if possible. If you have you can consolidate, for instance, if you are trying to get a lower rate, increase your credit limits. This is also can help, and open a new credit card in some circumstances. Okay, and don't close unused credit cards. We have said this before, but yeah, closing unused credit cards is not the right solution. You want to keep everything open because all of this trade lines will contribute to your length of credit history, which you need anyway if you are trying to improve your FICO score in the long run. Remember, length of credit history accounts for 10 or 15%. I don't have the exact number on this time, but it's either 10 or 15%. So it is consequential. It is an important criterion that you need to pay attention to, especially if you are trying to increase your FICO score in the long run. This is really important. Okay, so CUR plays an important role. The last thing is the credit inquiries. Credit inquiries are really important because they actually convey a sense of urgency, a sense of desperation. Yeah. If you just walk around and just apply for credit here and there without any strategy, what do you think the lender or credit card issuer or PenFed in this case will think of you? That you are desperate. You're just applying for the card that gave you the first offer. And so PenFed is not going to give you a pre-qualification offer if they see that you are applying all the time. So if you are having a bunch of hard inquiries on your credit report, please reduce the how often you apply for credit, and make sure that you are able to a lot of folks have a way to do this. You can actually freeze your credit, you can freeze your credit reports. So if a lender wants to do a hard pull on you, they will have to contact you for you to unfreeze your credit report. Now, the good thing is that it allows you to control who actually sees your credit report and credit score. That way you don't have unnecessarily crazy, inquiries. Okay, those are really important. So hard inquiries impact your credit. They do. They actually will, they'll chip like 5 to 10 points away at your credit score. So this is why you want a soft pull. You don't want a hard pull anyway. Okay, it's important. And so hard people sometimes talk about, well, hard inquiries can be quote unquote grouped as one. No. Unless you apply for a mortgage or a car loan, if you apply 10 times for several credit cards during the day, you are going to have 10 hard pulls. Okay, don't let anybody confuse you, because sometimes we hear those things. People who have no idea what they are speaking about, they actually make a comparison on the internet, and they just confuse the hell out of them. Excuse me, they confuse the hell out of a lot of people, right? So those are really important things to really think about. So my point here is that you want to solidify your situation, so you are in a situation where you avoid as much as possible. You avoid credit inquiries. You do not apply for credit cards and loans all the time. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I was just talking to you about PenFed, credit card, soft pull, high limits, how to make it happen. So you got to think about your recent accounts, card counts, the PenFed MPR, your FICO score, payment history, the low CUR, and credit inquiries. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. God bless you. I'll see you next. But until that time, stay marvelous.